Welcome back to another installment of Nightmares and News. I'm your host Bumps in the Night, and here's the news. Dead Island 2 is now available on Xbox Game Pass. Dam Buster and Deep Silver are seemingly up for matching Techland's Dead Island 2 in terms of updates, with the latter getting a new bundle. The former has made the jump to Xbox Game Pass, allowing those who aren't quite sure if they'd like to plunk down their money for Dead Island 2, though it's definitely worth it, a chance to check out the game. If for some reason you've never gotten around to playing Dead Island 2, the story goes that LA, but in this scenario it's known as Hell A, is in a quarantine thanks to a deadly virus. You are put into the shoes of one of 6 survivors immune to the virus, known as the Slayers. You, and if you choose up to 3 players in co-op mode, must embark on an epic pulp journey across a plethora of well-known locations such as Beverly Hills, Venice Beach, and Santa Monica, to uncover the truth behind the outbreak and who and what they are turning into. And armed with a wide range of weapons, mods, and skills to craft and equip, players can personalize their Slayer in the style that you see fit. And thanks to Dam Buster's Flesh, fully locational evisceration system for humanoids, that's a mouthful, which makes dismemberment gloriously gory. Killing zombies has never been so spectacular. Dead Island 2 is currently available on PC via the Epic Games Store, Xbox One, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. The Steam version of Dead Island 2 arrives April 22nd, and if you haven't played this game, I highly recommend it. I recently played it myself for the first time, and I regret sleeping on it for over a year. New Terrifier 3 teasers out now. First behind-the-scenes look at Art the Clown in Terrifier 3, which is now filming. That's right, filming is currently underway on Damien Leone's hotly anticipated slasher sequel, Terrifier 3. From Cineverse and Bloody Disgusting, and Leon shares a first look recently. Are you ready for more? Leon writes on his Instagram, sharing a behind-the-scenes look at the return of Art the Clown. Lauren Lavera from Terrifier 2 is back in this year's big screen sequel to lead you through your deepest nightmares when the horror icon Art the Clown unleashes chaos on the unsuspecting residents of Miles County as they peacefully drift off to sleep on Christmas Eve. David Howard Thornton returns as Art the Clown, with AEW superstar Chris Jericho also reprising their roles from last year's Terrifier 2. Leon recently teased, this one's going to pick up right where Part 2 left off, in the insane asylum, so you're going to see what transpires there. Because seeing how Art and Victoria ended up is so insane, and seeing how they get out of the situation and what happens next is going to be really wild. Terrifier 3 will release in theaters nationwide on October 25th of 2024, with Cineverse and Bloody Disgusting handling the North American distribution. Are you looking forward to this film? We haven't watched Terrifier 2 yet, but we weren't entirely enthralled with Terrifier 1. We'll bring you updates on this, but we're not necessarily looking forward to it. Kicking it back 80s style, here's a list of pre-order bonuses and deluxe upgrades and add-ons for the Killer Clowns from Outer Space video game. From TerraVision Games and Ilphonic, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the game will launch on June 4th. You can get yourself 1 week early access if you pre-order the game now. Outer Space, the game can be pre-ordered now from the Steam Store, PlayStation Store, and Xbox Marketplace. The game has full cross-play support. We're going to go over a couple of the pre-order bonuses. Clown characters such as Bebo and Slim, along with cosmetics for the humans, such as a junksuit, as well as a junksuit for the clowns. The pre-order edition includes 1 week advance access, 2 human cosmetics, 1 clown skin, 1 clown character. The deluxe upgrade includes 2 human characters, Mike and Debbie, 2 clown skins, junksuits, 1 movie clown skin, Bebo, a digital soundtrack, and a digital art book. This game is coming along 36 years after the creators, the Chiodo Bros, released the cult classic 80s movie. The good news here is that the Chiodos are heavily involved in this game. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the game, is a 3v7 asymmetrical multiplayer horror game based on the cult classic horror film. When the murderous alien clowns come to feed on the quiet town of Crescent Grove, the locals must work together to fight back and survive the invasion. Players can team up as either clowns or humans, choosing from a variety of character classes to explore an expansive, ever-changing map with creepy surprises waiting around every corner. Are you looking forward to this game? We know we sure are. Peter Rabbit. The upcoming slasher movie looks like an Easter version of The Purge. Gravitas Ventures' Easter Bloody Easter isn't the only Easter-themed horror movie headed our way this year, as Shogun Films is getting set to unleash their own slasher, Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit delivers exactly what slasher fans want: blood and buckets of it. If you like intervened kills and practical effects, you'll love Peter Rabbit. You can watch the trailer for Peter Rabbit now, which is expected in early 2024. In the upcoming slasher, a group of former school friends reunite in a selected mansion after the death of one of their former classmates. However, their mourning is cut short as masked maniacs controlled by a deranged cult arrive with one intention: to slaughter them all. Will any of the former school pals survive? Will anything remain after Peter Rabbit and his insane sister Bedelia are finished? Looks like Easter's about to get a lot bloodier this year. The Crow's getting a reboot starring Bill Skarsgård, and it's expected to release in theaters in June 2024. The original movie is headed to 4K, and we've learned recently that Lionsgate's brand new reboot of The Crow, starring Bill Skarsgård from It, will be released in the first half of 2024. In the new movie, soulmates Eric Darvin and Shelley Webster are brutally murdered when the demons of her dark past catch up with them. Given the chance to save his true love by sacrificing himself, Eric sets out to seek merciless revenge on their killers, traversing the worlds of the living and the dead to put the wrong things right. We appreciate what the Crow character in the original movie mean to legions of fans, and believe this new film will offer audience an authentic and visceral reinterpretation of its emotional power and mythology, said Lionsgate's Executive VP at Acquisitions and co-producer. We are thrilled to bring a new adaptation for today's audience that respects this legacy. Zach Balin and Will Schneider wrote the script, with the new movie, of course, based on J.M. Barr's original graphic novel that spawned the previous film franchise. Are you looking forward to this reboot? That's all the news I have for you today, my lovely fiends. Stay spooky, keep your claws sharp, and consume more souls of the living. I've been your host, Bumps in the Night, and remember that horror is a burrito thing. We thank you for watching. We appreciate your viewership. If you haven't done so already, we ask that maybe you click subscribe so you can stay up to date with our weekly news broadcasts, and we'll see you in the next one.